Where have you been, Brandon? Where have you been? Well, a little bit of everywhere, actually. But unfortunately, I'm not in Romania. Today we'll be talking a bit about that, why we moved from Romania, what happened. Now, a lot of guys are probably asking, where are you now? Well, I'm gonna get to that, but I also want you guys to guess from some of the sceneries I'm gonna be showing you guys where I am right now. Comment below. In the next video, we'll talk about why we came to where we are now, and of course where we are now. But yeah, from some of the scenery, I want people to guess in the comments below. But today, we also have some shopping to do, so come along with me. So we're just in the mall right now. We're trying to buy some string or something like that for a project we're working on. Lots of string options here. We're gonna go in there and see if we can find anything for our specific project. So, come on, Shaba. So that's the string we're looking for right there. We're gonna try to get that right there. We're looking for blue and white, and we need a lot of it. A good bit, so we're gonna be buying a lot of that. There's also, this store has a lot of different options with strings and stuff, or yarn specifically, many different options. Yeah,
that one might work.
That will work. I think. Well,
this is taller one. Okay, this one's.
Let's get one of these, and maybe we should get one white. Maybe we should get one small white. Can we compare the white? Can we compare the white?
Yeah, but which blue do you want? Do you want that blue?
Doesn't the darker blue look better? I think. Okay, so we got that. Basically a bunch of yarn and some blue and white yarn, so that'll be helpful. We're just walking through the mall. This is the mall.
One more. We have to go down one more.
Oh, down one more? Okay. We're out of the mall now, just walking through the park. A beautiful park. We're about to go and catch a bolt. Yeah. We're gonna get a boat going to Carrefour, and then I'm gonna be back actually here in the same park, and we'll talk a little bit about why we moved from Romania, what happened, everything like that. So let's come on and go to Carrefour. So we're here at Carrefour. We're gonna go buy some things that we need, and some things that we like. Let's grab some tomatoes. Oh look, and blueberries are in season. Hell, why not? You know, blueberries are great. Nice. Let's also grab some grapes while we're at it. There's lots of fruits here. Wherever I am, there are lots of fruits. Right at the moment, because now we're kind of in the middle of summertime, so obviously there's gonna be fruits. Now we're walking in the cheese section. For anybody who knows me, I'm a very big cheese individual. I love cheese. So yeah, that's about me, cheese. I'm a firm believer that life without cheese wouldn't be worth living. And I feel for those who are lactose intolerant. God help you. And I was talking about how we needed some things and then we wanted some things. Yeah. I'm checking out now, guys. That's kind of the things that I've bought so far. So, yeah. Whew, it's a hot day. But I'm gonna go hang out in the park in a bit, and we'll talk a little bit about the stuff. Just called the boat, and we'll be on over there. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so I'm here actually in the park, and you know, why did we move? Why did we have to move from Romania? Well, there were various things, components that played a role into it. And you know, well, I want to say that we did like Romania. Romania is very beautiful, and it has a nice culture and stuff. And it was relatively, compared to Europe, other European countries, the cost of living was more on the cheaper side. And that was very important for us, especially as a family of 10. But unfortunately there were, as I mentioned, a couple complications. One of them being, when we went there, there was a couple specific clause and issues with our specific visa. And that was the visa basically where we open up a small business and we have a visa through that. The issue was that basically in some cases it wouldn't allow us to actually work in the company, just being an investor. And obviously that wouldn't work. We have to be able to work in our company. And there were some basic complications, whether restrictions on whether we could do that or whether we couldn't. And so that was one of the issues that was playing a role in that. And so we were having to like compromise in some areas. But then there was also the issue of the fact where, on top of that, the expenses still, although Romania is a very low cost living country, it is still more expensive compared to like Latin America, of course, where we made it by pretty easily. So those were the main two reasons that we left Romania. Although Romania is a very beautiful country. You know, I think like countries in Europe, they're very beautiful. I see them and they're like, wow, it has to be amazing to live there all the time and you know, see the beautiful architecture. You know, I remember walking down the streets, I was like, wow, where am I? It's kind of amazing. But yeah, so those were the main reasons of why we had to leave. In the country I'm currently residing in, they actually speak partly their native language and then also Russian. So I've made the decision, well, you know, why not go ahead and learn some Russian? You know, and I know Spanish, and that can help me pretty good in like Latin America or even in Spain as well. And then, you know, obviously they speak a good bit of Spanish in the United States. Like 20% of the population speaks Spanish there. And so I've decided, well, you know, why not change things up? Since this country that I'm actually living in, this is another hint, a good bit of the population here speak Russian, so it can give me a leg up, I guess you could say, if I learn the language. And I also traveled to another country close to this one that also speaks Russian. And actually it's more like closer to 70% of the population there speaks Russian. And then they speak also their native language as well. So I figure if I'm going to be living around in this area, I might as well learn the language, or learn this language. It can be very helpful, and as well. And so it's difficult. Learning another language is very, very difficult. And I'm like, it's so hard. But I'm up to the challenge. I'm gonna try that out. We'll see how it all works out. And so that's a little bit about me. What have we been doing and stuff. I know a lot of people have been wondering, like, where are you? What are you doing? How's things going? You know, that's kind of what's going on. I'm also going to be making a video here soon about why we moved to this country. Again, comment below if you know which country I'm in right now. Remember, they speak partly Russian, partly their native language. I'm not going to say the language because that would give it away. But yeah, I think there's also a lot of hints in the video that I've shown and things that I've shown in the video already that it will indicate where I am. And I'll also be showing you, like, I'll talk about like why I chose this country, why we chose this country in general. And then also we've traveled to like another country as well, very close or on the border of this country as well. And I'll take you along on an adventure next time I'm visiting that country in a month. And it's pretty cool. But yeah, that's it. I think that's it for this video. I don't have anything else to mention. We're doing great, just in another country. I have nothing against the country Romania. I think it's a beautiful country, as I said. It's just unfortunately, due to our situation, it wasn't for us. We couldn't be there with the immigration situation. As I mentioned with the company, it was not allowing us specifically to work 100% directly in our company. So that's it for today's video. I'll see you next time. Bye.